This is what Johnny Justice got for Christmas. Lots of horsepower. Ow! Made in Taiwan, piece of crap. Hello wrestling fans, I'm Johnny Justice. You know, Johnny Justice may know a lot of things, he may be very awesome, but Johnny Justice also likes to admit, and is not afraid to admit, that he has lots to learn in life, and many goals that he wants to accomplish. And Johnny Justice accomplished that very goal very recently, as he is now living the dream of becoming a pro wrestler. As I, Johnny Justice, has taken his very first training camp with IWE, Independent Wrestling Entertainment. You know, there are risks involved with pro wrestling, despite what many people say. You could break an arm, you could break a leg, you could break your neck. But you know what? Johnny Justice did lots of awesome meditation. And he decided and determined that he would rather break his arm, break his face, or break his freaking neck than sit on the couch eating corn chips, scratching scratch tickets, getting a big beer gut, watch a Wheel of Fortune. No! That is not the life that Johnny Justice wants to live. And that's why Johnny Justice has decided to take part in IWE's training camp every single time it's available. The number one email and question that Johnny Justice gets are questions about should they start in pro wrestling, or do they have what it takes to train in pro wrestling? Well, if you've been thinking about it, it's time for you to live it. Johnny Justice also has 3 tips once you decide to pack your bags and go to that special training camp for pro wrestling. So let's start off with number 3. Here we go! For number 3, for those of you out there that think you know everything about pro wrestling, about how to do the moves and all that junk, just because you watch wrestling 3 times a week, well, you know what you gotta do? You gotta smack some sense into you and slap the taste out of your mouth. Because that kind of attitude isn't going to get you anywhere when it comes to training for pro wrestling. In fact, that's going to hurt you more than anything. Because if you walk into that arena, you walk into that ring thinking you know something when you don't, no one's going to want to talk to you. No one's going to want to teach you the very basics, the foundation of what gets you on top. So, lose that ego, smarten up, and then maybe you'll learn something. For number 2, condition yourself. For many of you out there call me Captain Obvious, listen to this story. Johnny Justice goes to the gym 7 days a week. Sometimes 8. Johnny Justice lifts on certain days, and on other days he runs. Well, and Johnny Justice thought he was ready and in tip-top shape for his very first training program. But when Johnny Justice was taking the falls, when Johnny Justice was running the ropes, and when Johnny Justice was locking it up, Johnny Justice was out of breath within the first 2 minutes. So as hard as Johnny Justice pushes himself in the gym, Johnny Justice now knows he needs to push himself even harder. And so should you, if you want to get on top as fast as possible. The number one thing that you need to prepare yourself for when it comes to training camp, you need to learn how to take the pain. And on your very first training session, you should expect some pain. You know, not everyone's tough like Johnny Justice, but then they think they are. What you need to do, you need to prepare yourself for that pain, work those back muscles, and just learn, and learn to be tough, to be a machine. And that is how you will succeed your first and future training sessions with pro wrestling. So there you have it. Some advice from Johnny Justice. Priceless advice, I might add. For those of you out there that decide to not take the advice, in the words of R-Truth, well, you just got